Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Natasha and it is episode 78 today. I filmed this on a Sunday afternoon ready for you to see on Monday morning whilst I'm at work. So happy Monday everyone. Today I have done 3 of the 4 squares that I chose and I have something new. And I've also made some progress on my baby blankets. I have got a lovely email, or I've had a lovely email from Maria, who hasn't been in contact with me for quite a while. And I was quite actually missing her emails because she always just checked in to make sure I was all right and things. And it was just really nice to touch base with someone friendly. Anyway, she has sent me an email with some of the things that she's been making, and she's been busy doing these, doing all lots of things, and she's had the things in the background going on as well. So that's the reason why she hadn't been in touch for a while. But that's fine because life goes on, and a bit like me, really, you just don't have time, do you, to kind of do the things that we would love to do. And then, like I say, yes, I've might have started something new. And then I have got I've chosen the 3rd pattern from my Hobbii subscription. So I'm going to show you that one as well. So quite a little bit to do. I'm also going to draw 5 squares today because there's 10 left, and that means then that we've got this week and then next week, and then we can call it a day because I really do need to focus on the blankets to get them finished. So it's just going to be one mad push. It doesn't matter, there's no onus on anyone if you don't want, if you can't do the 5, but I figured that if I do 1 every day, I should be fine. And so we're just going to play it by ear and see how that goes, really. Just to get the book done, really, because I think it's been going on for quite a while, and I do actually feel like I have fallen out of love with it, but I'm going to carry on till the end. There is a few missing that I haven't done along the way, but that doesn't bother me. I have done pretty much the entirety of the book, and so I'm not worried. It's one of those things where you it was stressing me out a little bit because I hadn't done it for so long, and then I was just thinking, oh God, I've got to do the squares, and this is my last push basically to get it done, so that's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's start with the 3rd pattern from my Hobbii subscription, and I chose the Iris cardigan, and I've already printed this one off, so I don't need to show you on my tablet. I love the V-stitch. It's very simple, very easy, and you can just kind of sit there and just mind your own business, going quickly, along. I'm not certain that I would choose this colourway, but I loved everything about it, and I love the squares, that the fact that the squares are a V-stitch square as well. So I've been looking at it for a while, but then there's always something else you choose, or something else that you keep your eye on. But I couldn't decide, and so I went back to the old trusty thing that I'd been looking for a while, and so I chose the Iris cardigan. And this is £6 on the website. For those of you, if you are interested and you haven't got the subscription, but if you do want to have the subscription, it is £6.99 a month, and you get 3 plus patterns, so basically paid for patterns, and I've this takes my this takes my value for this month up to £21 worth of patterns for this month alone, because one of them, like I showed you last week, was £11 by itself. So of course it is worth it, you know, to be able to choose something and only pay £6.99 for the month. There is also deals of the day that you can go and look at, because they do a 24-hour sale on the yarn for the subscriber, for the subscription, included in the subscription. So if you want to get something cheap, you can. It all depends on what they choose. There's also bingo, yarn bingo, on a Monday at 4 o'clock every week, for an hour, so that's really good. And then you can also claim points, and then your points can go towards something that you can choose. And there is like a Hobbii store that you can claim your points with, and so I'm looking forward to doing that. I am saving them up because they don't disappear, and I will be choosing something soon. But they do things like fancy buttons and needles and things like that, and if you've got lots and lots of points, then you can get some yarn with it as well. So it is always worth a little look, and I will put that down in the description box below if anyone is interested in going over and taking a look at what's on offer. At the top of my head, off the top of my head, I think that is the main things that I go for. You may well find that there's other things included, but that's what comes to my mind whilst I'm talking about it. So this is my iris cardigan that I've chosen, and let me just let you know a little bit about it. The pattern notes are that the chain 2 counts as the half double crochet, and the chain 3 counts as the double crochet. Starting chain 4 counts as the double crochet plus chain 1. The highlights highlight the instructions for the size that you are making to make reading the pattern easier. And there's new colours that are added to the standing. New colours are added with a standing double crochet. And to learn that technique, if you don't know, there is a little thing where you just click and it will show you the technique that they use. There's hashtags for social media, and there's a to buy the yarn specifically that they use. There is a link to that as well. They are using rainbow cotton 8x8, which is 100% cotton, and it's a 3-weight yarn, and it's 50 gram bores. The gauge is 7 V-stitches by 10 rows, which then equates to 12.5 centimeters by 12.5 centimeters, and depending on the size, it goes from XS to 4XL, which I think is brilliant, because there's never, you kind of have to really search, don't you, for things that will fit the larger ladies. So I do love that. And then the measurements are intended to have 15 to 30 centimeters or 5.9 to 11.8 in positive ease, fitted bust up to 64 inches, and the length is goes from 35. Oh, I suppose the length is all the same, because it's got 35 written there no matter what. But of course, you could always make it longer, couldn't you? And put more rows in if you wanted to, I suppose, add it to the bottom or something. Anyway, the pattern information is indulge in everything great about the granny square when you make the iris cardigan. And so I just thought that I would share that with you in case you were wanting to do that. And of course, if you do have any questions about it, there is also the email that you can email the support team at Hobbii itself. If you want a quick look at the front and the side, there's some more photos there. And so I just thought that would be really nice. I am back to using my old phone because I can't decide whether I like the new one for my videos or not, although the camera would be better. I'm not sure. But whilst I still have this phone, of course, I can chop and change, can't I? So we will see. Okay, so let's move along. I have been doing something new because this is something that I have fallen out of love with. Oh dear, boo. It was bound to happen because I haven't picked it up for so long, and that is the thing with me. If I don't pick it up straight away, I do fall out of love with things. But the main thing that has made me fall out of love with it is the fact that there is a dark blip, a dark little stitch there on the light. And this is how finicky I'm getting now with my work. And it just really annoys me that there is a dark bit. And of course, it's because I had to link this square here. But because, I don't know if it's going to focus without trying to get my face out of it, but still be able to see where I'm pointing. That's where it's gone on. And it's all down to the fact that I haven't paid attention to detail. And I've just kind of gone along and not worried about it. And although here it's fine because you kind of expect it as flecks of colour, I really do not like it when it overlaps the cream. So yes, I'm being fussy, but you can't help it if you fall out of love with it, can you? And I don't even know if I will be ready to do it as a whip, because I'm already using the yarn, the same yarn for something different. So I'm not sure. I'm just going to put it down to a bad experience because I left it alone for too long and I've lost all love for it just because of that little bit. So what did I use? And what did I decide on? Now I just need to make sure. Yeah, here it is. Excuse my pile of behind me, but it's kind of my dumping station and where I can just easily access what I need at the time. So it is a bit messy, but never mind. I am making the New Hope blanket, and the reason I chose this was because it brings new hope that my Crochet is going to just carry on because I've decided that I'm going to be deciding on something new. So it has lots of reasons why I decided to make this blanket. This is the one that I chose with my Hobbii subscription, and that was the month before last. And I just thought, it's mindless, I don't need to worry about it. The pattern states to use all of the same colour, so there's no changing colours or anything, so you can just sit mindfully and just work your way through, and there's 6 repeats altogether. And I really, really love it. Honestly, it serves me well when I'm just sitting, watching YouTube, minding my own business, and it's absolutely fine. And this, they say to use the Daily Stitch Wool Blend colour in Oat Milk. But of course, I'm not doing that. I'm using the same colourway to be able to make the same sort of blanket. and they're saying to use 5 skeins, and it's a 4 weight yarn, which mine isn't. Mine is just DK, but that's absolutely fine because it is the Women's Institute yarn, so it is slightly thicker anyway, and it's 100 gram balls, and they're saying it would take 5 skeins. Now I've only got 2 skeins of it, but I'm hoping that it will still work out okay. Meaning, because it is a baby blanket, I'm hoping that I can just stop it, because it has gone quite far already and I haven't finished the first ball, and so I think I should be okay. Hold on just a minute. Oh, sorry about that. I had a sneezing fit. I could feel it coming and I thought, oh no, I need to pause. Okay, so they're also saying to use a 6mm hook. I'm not. I am using a 4.5, still keeping it the same. And their measurements are that the width is 33.5 inches and the length is 39.5 inches. Now, for this one, they say that it is, let me just try and find it because I've already been using it, so I've written on it. They say to chain 88 and I've chained 92 because it's multiples of 4 plus 8 on the end. So I chose to do 99 and it works out quite well. I'll show you in a moment. But the pattern information is that the new Hope Bubble Blanket is a simple and soothing blanket crochet pattern designed for mindful, relaxing crafting time. Made with soft, warm and washable yarn, is perfect as a baby blanket or a cosy addition to your home. It is single colour design, keeps things stylish and straightforward, allowing you to crochet with ease and enjoy the repetitive pattern without the hassle of changing colours. Well, of course, I did change colour, but it's not very often and I'm quite happy with it. I'll show you soon. Whether you are an experienced crocheter or just starting your crochet journey, this beginner-friendly pattern is easy to follow and endlessly enjoyable. And there's hashtags for social media. There is a link to the yarn if you want to actually have a go at the yarn. And for the bubble stitch, you need to have 6 loops in total on the hook and then pull through. So let's show you what I've done. I've still got this much left of the first ball. And this is the blanket. This is the full second repeat, so I've got 4 more after that, which is why I'm assuming that I will have plenty, because I'd only just really not taken very much out of the lilac colour from this, for this, so I'm hoping that the other one will be fine. And there's no carrying colours really, so I don't need to, it's not going to take excess to do, and I like the fact that it's like filet crochet because you need to just leave a gap and carry on, and I just absolutely love it. And so it works. There is only a little bit of, well, I say a little bit, just over half of this left, but because it's only 3 rows, because it's a single, a bobble and then a single on the top, it isn't using very much, and I think I should be able to get 4 more rows out of this, or 4 more sets of 3 rows out of this before it runs out. So I feel absolutely lovely about this blanket, and yesterday, which was Saturday for you, I was just on fire. I'd started this and done this, and I'd worked on the other blankets as well that I'm going to show you, and it was all literally yesterday. So I feel absolutely empowered because I've managed to get so much done in one day, and I know that that's where I was before, and because we've always been so busy since we've moved, I've not actually had the time. But yesterday we literally didn't go out. The weather was terrible, really extremely heavy rain, so we've stayed in. And today I just have to nip to the supermarket and get some more salad stuff because there wasn't very much in the supermarket when we went on Friday night. So again, I'll have plenty of time later on to do some more. So I'm really looking forward to it. So I do think that it's on the up and I'm getting there. So that is my first baby blanket to replace the one that I've fallen out of love with. The second blanket that I have been working on is I've managed to do 12 rows of this one. Now the baby that is that this one I'm making this one for and this one are already here, and so I need to crack on and get it done really. So that is another reason why I'm going to try and get the squares done in a hurry, and then I can concentrate a bit more on them. So it's coming on lovely. The repeats are absolutely lovely. The cream isn't annoying me too much because they are quite long repeats of the cream in between. It's just little flecks like that that annoy me because of the fact it is only a tiny little bit. It's not going to focus now. But other than that, I think that it'd be fine. And again, I'm enjoying it when I'm just sat in my chair trying to just have something to do with my hands whilst I am watching YouTube. So I'm back to it. Whereas before, because my crochet totally disappeared, I didn't want to do anything with my arms, and I just literally sat there staring at the telly as if I hadn't done a single thing. As if I've never even crocheted before, because I just literally sat there dumbfounded. So I'm glad it's back. And then, and the yarn for this is James C. Brett Aurora. And for the other one, like I say, it was the Women's Institute. Now, I don't think there's a colourway for that one. I think for the Aurora one, hold on a minute, let me just get my bag and have a look. Yeah, it's just a number, which is AU08. But I still have 2 more balls of this, so I really do need to get cracking, because as much as it works up quite quickly, I've still got 3 to use. Or I might even just use 2, it all depends how big it gets. And so then there is my other blanket which I'm making, which I've got on my clipboard. Where is the photo? And the photo is, like the blanket, is Love You to the Moon and Back, with some moons and some stars and some little tiny just little bits and pieces dotted around to fill up the blanket. And I really love this blanket, and I would definitely recommend it and make it again. And it just works up so quickly. And I have done, since you saw it last, I've done from this orange stitch marker. Oh, sorry about my computer. This orange stitch marker up to the pink one that's holding my yarn on, and I have completed the moon. And it was literally the row above the and. So all together, I think I might have done 12 of this too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, 13 rows. 13 rows. And I did this one whilst I was talking to the lovely Sally on WhatsApp video call. So that was really lovely to be able to do it in chat. And there was a couple of times where I had to redo it. I'd done the first two rows 6 times because I could not find the count where the count had gone wrong, but it was just where I'd chained but not left a gap for the chain, and so I was always one out by the time I got to the end of it. And so I sorted it out in the end, and it really is lovely, and I really can't wait. So because I do have another 3 blankets to make, yeah, I might well make another one. It all depends. If I can find another one like this, it'd be fine. But this pattern I got with, got free with a thing where I bought a pattern and it said, if you buy this pack of patterns for $1.99 or something like that, then you get another 100 free. And there was amigurumi and blanket patterns and all sorts. And so I'm very, very pleased about that, because it's nice to make use of something that you get for nothing. So that is my 3rd blanket that I've been working on. For the birthstone cowl that Litsa over at Coco's Crochet, hello Litsa, she, I think it was moonstone or opal or something like that, can't remember off the top of my head, but this is the yarn that I have decided to use. There is only 65 grams, but the last one that I bought in this make was for the diamond, because of it being pink diamond. I've still got all of this left, so I'm hoping that 65 grams will be enough to do it, and so I will be working on this. I just have not started it yet, and I don't know what the colourway is because I can't remember it, and I don't have a ball band, but I do know that it is the Signet yarn. That one was heather, and this is something else. I will see if I can find it and put it in the description box below, but if you don't see it, then it means I haven't found it. But yeah, so that I thought was a lovely colour because it's very shimmery and it's got a little tiny bit of pink in it, and it's also shines up a little bit blue and a little bit green, and I just thought it would be a lovely opaly colour or a moonstone colour, and so I am going to use this one. I just haven't started it yet, so that is another thing. And that is the Moonstone for June. Moonstone, I mean birthstone. June, let me just write that because I forgot to write it. Take me each by me. I am all a little bit here, there and everywhere sometimes, but that's okay, isn't it? So I've done that. I'm yet to show you the email. I told you about the blanket. I've done that blanket. I've shown you that one, and I've shown you that one. Okay, so I will show you what the lovely Maria has been making now from the email that she sent me. Just bear with so I can find it, because I didn't bring it up first. What would I have done with it? I might not be able to show you this time because I can't find what I've done with it. Unless it's in my other one. Hold on just a moment. I should have checked, shouldn't I, before? Very strange. I'm probably looking in the wrong place. Hold on just a moment. Bear with. That is strange. Okay, so maybe I won't. Maybe I will show you when I'll search for it and then show you next time. So I'm sorry about that, Maria, but I will find it. It's a bit odd. I looked at it on my phone and not on my tablet, so I don't see why it would be different. And I haven't deleted it, so never mind. I will show everyone soon, I promise. Anyway, thank you very much for sending in your emails. If anyone else wants to send in any emails of what they've been doing, my email address is nat.stitches15@outlook.com, and I will be able to, with your permission, of course, show everyone if you're quite willing for me to. If not, and you only want it for my eyes only, then that's absolutely fine too. Just let me know in the email, so I won't actually show it if you don't want me to. But it's always nice to find out what new things other people are getting up to, because I do have fear of missing out. And if it's really lovely and it's a pattern that I really like, then I obviously then can go along and try and find it and be able to get it myself. And also, if you wouldn't mind putting the yarn and things that you've used in case someone wants to use the same, then that would be handy as well. And also what the pattern's called and where you got it from. That would be really lovely as well. So, we're almost at the end, and half an hour I've been talking to you all. I'm really so happy that I had lots of things to show you. So, how did my squares go this week? Well, we all know that I was dreading the sweetie, and I haven't got round to it because it put me off, and so I just haven't done it. My brain wasn't going to accept the fact that it was in a swirly pattern, and it always puts me off when I look at other granny squares and things like that, so I haven't done it. And I suppose, even though it's my Cal, I suppose I can just choose. But I didn't want to be put off, and I didn't want one of those things to get in my way to make me feel like I don't want to do anything. So I left it, and that's how I've left it. But I have had a crack at the others, and there is one epic fail along the way, but I'll show you that, and then I will show the others, and then draw some more. So, first of all, I will show you the owl. I absolutely adored doing this. And it is a very small square, but I didn't want it, if I'd done the other, I left one row out because I didn't want it to be as big because it just was quite large when I'd done the other one. So I just left it small for now. And that is my owl. I have used Starcraft Special DK in silver for the outside, and then the brown is Women's Institute, and then the pink is the Signet yarn of Heather that I showed you just now, that I used for the birthstone one. And then I've just used a tiny scrap of yellow, which was a Stylecraft one because it wasn't very thick. And so that is how I've done it. Oh, and the white is a mother's Mothers. Last week I said Mothers Institute and I wasn't meaning that. Women's Institute from Hobbycraft Yarn. And so I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really, really lovely to do. So that was the first one I managed to actually complete anyway. And then I've done the rose. Now I've done a yellow rose on a green background. The yellow is a Women's Institute yellow because it's quite nice and thick. And then the green was another one from the Hobbycraft, but I think it was Knit Basics or something like that. Oh, Knit Essentials range. And so I'm not sure what the colourway is on that either, and I didn't bring the ball down from upstairs because I've got one that has got a ball band, but I forgot. And this one I've just been using scraps of. So the instructions were a bit confusing for this one, but I just kind of went with it, and you had to slip stitch into the middle, and it wasn't clear whether it was sort of in the middle of the double crochet or whether it was the middle one. But I sorted it, and I just sort of took a guess and thought, well, it will look like a flower if I do that, so that's fine. It doesn't stick out like the book one does, so maybe I have done the slip stitches in the wrong way, and maybe that's why they're kind of stuck to it. But I really do like it, and I love the fact that it's just a lovely shape, and so I have been doing that one, and I thoroughly enjoyed that one too. And my third one was the bubble stitch, and I've only done a little bit of it because it was annoying me a lot. But at least I've given it a go, haven't I? I haven't even attempted the sweep because my brain just would not let me. But I have done the bubble, and the reason why I didn't carry on was because I've got more bubbles on one side than I have on the other. And I really don't know how that's happened, but it was quite confusing and it was quite annoying. So I've just done a little bit. And so I've done the yellow. Now this is a different yellow. It wasn't Stylecraft. It must have been a Stylecraft one because I've only had a little tiny bit left. It wasn't the Women's Institute one. The brown is Women's, no, the brown is Bonus DK. Hayfield Bonus DK in brown. And the pink is Women's Institute pink. And that's as far as I got. We won't really say anything else about that. I used a 4mm hook for all of the for all three of them, and it worked out quite well. So that is my squares for the week. So this is the cowl of mine that is a 3D Granny Squares cowl that Sally and I, hello Sally, are completing together because she said that if that she had wanted to buy the book a long time ago, but the reviews weren't very good, and as we found out, we know exactly why the reviews aren't very good, because the patterns are very poorly written, and I don't really I mean, some of them are okay, some of them you can kind of get through and think, well, that's okay, but others are so difficult, they're not written very well or anything. So let us see which ones I'm going to draw out next, and then we will go from there. There's only 10 left, everyone. Only 10 left. So let's go. The first one is the jellyfish on page 57. I'll show you that one actually. 57, getting carried away, that's what my problem was. 57, the jellyfish. That one looks alright, doesn't it? Not too bad, she says. 57, right, so let me just put a little thingamabob in there. Let's draw out the other one. Then the second one is the diamond on page 101. Just writing the numbers on so that I know which order it is. 101. Oh, not sure what Sally's going to think of this one, but we will see. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my marker. Ooh. Now, there we go. I think it looks all right. I do think there's going to be a bit of front and back stitches, but yeah, I think that one looks all right. It's not too bad at all. Right, I'm running out of space now because I've showed you lots and lots of stuff already. Okay, so this one is the fox on page 55. Fox, page 55. I need to get my stickers out because I'm running low. Bear with me, I've got my stickers here. I almost want to say, talk amongst yourselves. Oh dear. Right, so there is the fox. He's a cheeky little chap. Again, I think there's going to be front and back post, or back post and front post. No, what do you call them? Not front post and back post. Front and back stitches, where you have to do it in the front to make it stick out, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is the popcorn, and that is page 107. Popcorn 107 is number 4. (107). Oh, I do like the look of that one, but I'm not sure how it's going to go, but we'll see. Might be like the bobble and then we'll be in trouble because I didn't enjoy that one very much at all. So that is the popcorn one. Now I just need to get another sticker for that one, and then the last one for this week is the Santa's belt 113, and then that leaves us with 5 for next week. So 113, Santa's belt. And I think that one will be straightforward enough. That one will be fine. Famous last words, maybe? But we'll see. Okie dokie. And that is the end. So then yes, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left for next week. Okay, that's me. I'm gone. I'm done. 45 minutes. I have been very lucky to be able to have lots of content just from literally yesterday being very productive. I'm hoping that I will be very productive next week too, but we will see and see what next week does bring. But thank you so much for watching. I'm glad that I have kept you all company for so long, and I'm glad that if you have watched right to the end, I do thank you very, very much. Take care everyone, and I will see you again very soon. Take care. Bye.